Folks, I'm going to level with you. This movie is probably the better movie to have put out at Halloween, but we're here now for it, so it's all good. Yet again, we've got another movie that came in from quite a few of you, so thank yous all for that. And today we are diving on into Haunt. See, even the name alone's more Halloween-y. I definitely f***ed it. This movie jumped out at me for like one huge reason, and that being, it takes place in a haunted house. I hate haunted houses. If you love them, good on you. I hope every Halloween you get the best one. But I just remember going through them as like a kid, and it was fine, it was fun, you know, it's tame, it's kids, we can't have like blood and guts and gore. So growing up, I thought I'd keep on the trend of haunted houses, got into the adult ones, and shit was just jumping out at me, everything was everywhere, it was loud noises, I couldn't do it, I hate it. So a movie centred on a haunted house that maybe, probably, definitely gets more killery, well, I had to take a peek. It really is just such a great setting to use, which you don't see as much as you should. Like, we've got a lot of escape room movies on this channel, of course, there's more out there, and the writers always seem to find an excuse to have people in an escape room or make an escape room a little different, like in Soulmate. Whereas here, all the heavy lifting is done for you. It is a haunted house, you expect to go in and see creepy shit and have people make their way through it. All you then have to do is lock up a few doors and, you know, throw in a few killers. And maybe also throw in a few teenagers that don't have survivability. So, it's easy done. The general consensus across the recommendations were, you know, it's got some good elements, some bad elements, but generally, you're going to love it, Gub. And well, I don't know how I feel about that, because by the end of this movie, it's probably going to say a lot more about me and this channel than it does about the movie. So without any further ado, grab yourselves a drink, kick your feet up. If you haven't yet, hit subscribe so you're always ready for these videos. And the biggest of shout outs to the channel members. These are here. Thank yous all very much for your support. It allows me to keep improving this channel where I can, and hopefully the audio's a bit better this time around. I've got a wee mic house, so we'll see how that goes. And now let's just find out if our batch of Halloween hotties are going to survive the haunted house, or will they succumb to the traps killers hiding inside. We are kicking this one off with a little bit of construction and setup. If you've been around this channel for a while, you know I love this in an opening. I don't know what it is, there's something very gritty about it, it just works for me. Now just cutting through the ambience, we get what is possibly the most aggressive pumpkin smash in cinematic history.
Huh? What was that noise?
There was just no need for that. You cannot tell me a human threw that. Like, that came out of a machine. We hop on over to Harper, who is hiding up this nasty looking black eye, which we can only assume at this point came from a boyfriend. Well, ex-boyfriend. But thankfully, our feline friend Bailey here, she is putting her foot down hard on this ex-boyfriend Sam.
No, you are breaking up with this bitch tonight. Don't. Okay?
Now we've got a main character who's a little apprehensive about going to the club. What do you think happens next?
You should come out with us, though. Get your mind off of the boyfriend drama.
That is right, the cavalry arrive.
It's Halloween.
Their only goal here is to get our gal out to the club for just a few drinky poos. I do see why she was on edge though, because when we get here, we've got spider vodka.
Fuck off.
I am right there with you, girl.
Nope, I know it's Halloween, I'm not doing that.
Seriously? You're still afraid of spiders?
The most I've ever had is like bison grass vodka, which is just a bit of grass, and it's fine, it's grass. I wouldn't have a spider in it. This is your expected generic party vibes for quite a while. That is until our frat boy shows up with eyes on Harper. Don't get down on your knees that quickly for a guy. You're sending the wrong message. God damn.
Hello there.
These two get to hitting things off, and surprisingly, it's actually a bit of a cute moment.
Yeah, well, at least you have a costume.
Can do that. And boom, look. Little Red Riding Hood.
Well, that is until his friend Evan introduces himself to the movie.
Bullshit! Evan, sick of this shit!
We're continuing these generic party vibes for quite a bit, and her ex-boyfriend Sam is still messaging, but what the fuck is this? It looks like a bug monster. Now this creepy M. Night Village monster thing disappears just as quickly as it appeared.
Hey. Saw you headed towards the exit.
After that little tease of suspense, we regroup, and he just starts wooing her with some of his magic.
I think I should go.
I think you should stay.
I think you should stay. I mean, who'd have thought something so simple was so effective? I'm keeping that one. Our angry caterpillar here is taking them to their next stop, but he ain't doing it for free.
I'm going. Wait, Evan, what are you doing? I'm paying my tuition.
What's weird to me is, this stood out as obvious product placement. It even gets launched out the window and lands perfectly. Yet I couldn't find it anywhere online. You know, I was looking up rideshare and these sort of logos, couldn't find it. Reverse image search, couldn't find it. And I'll be honest, that's kind of where my searching ended, but usually I get a result at that point. Our main girl, Harper, now spots that they're being followed.
Turn up there.
Yeah.
She gives them a quick turn, but unfortunately, that wasn't enough to lose them.
Yeah, Harper, where are we going?
Why are you running? Why are you running?
We pull on over just to see if something really is there.
Did anyone see that truck follow us back from the bar?
Oh shit, I see it. But being followed aside, look where we're at, people. It's the Haunted House. I see you, movie. I see what you've done.
Evan, if this sucks, it's on you.
The gang head on up, and it is ticket time.
We have 6 tickets, please.
Hold up. Bailey was hyping up her costume to Harper earlier in the movie. Yet she's coming here with just normal clothes and ears. Get out of here with that pish. We're here for Halloween costumes, baby.
Excuse me, we'd like to enter your shady-ass establishment, please.
Our silent and creepy clown finds a key behind her ear, and we now move on to the ever-so-fun liability waivers.
Rule number 1, stay on the marked path at all times. Rule number 2, never touch the actors. No promises.
What the fuck did you say?
Nothing says excitement quite like signing over your legal rights. I'm a right, people.
Rule number 3, you'll be prompted to do certain actions. Please do exactly as you are told. This is for your safety.
It's a trap!
Of course the gang all agree, they have to put their phones away, and in we go. We're off to a rocky start though, because our resident caterpillar almost gets knocked the fuck out by a skeleton.
Am I right?
Whoever's managing that, do it sooner. Like, if that was me, I'd have been flung through the wall. We move on to the next books, and we just have a little witch show going on now.
Oh, that's a real guy.
Which show, do you ask? Well, it's the Witch Show. I'll be honest, I have no idea why I said that. I can only apologise. To be fair though, for a movie I'd never heard of before, I didn't expect it to have such cheeky branding.
That was so good. That was so dark.
Suspecting no foul play at this point, we move on to our first fork in the road.
Safe or not safe?
Like, this is a simple one. We know what route we're going to take here, people, right? Yet for some reason, this is the moment they split up.
I got dibs on not safe.
Not safe.
Of course.
We're all friends in this group as well. You'd think they would go the same way, you know, have the same experience.
We will go this way. You guys can go that way.
Nobody's actually said they have to split up. In either case, we move on and nope, fuck that.
Spiders.
Oh, come on.
No.
Little gub lore for you people, I hate cobwebs. Like, see cobwebs just touching me? Don't like them. Fake ones, they can eat my ass as well. Spiders though, not a bother, but their fucking silky arse string can fucking... Oh, I hate it. I hate it so much.
What is that? Oh my god.
Awful, by the way. Right? Yeah, terrible.
We jump on to Team 2, and thankfully they've got an easier time just going through this pallet corridor.
With the balance. What else is there to know?
What is that? Way to go, guys. Way to wait till last minute to paint the wall.
But my guess, this isn't paint up here. Pushing on further brings us on to some coffins and some hidden doors. I'll level with you. This annoyed me. See, just coincidences in movies like this where there's 3 people split up by chance and there's 3 coffins. It just stands out.
I don't know. Did you hear that?
However, I'm going to give them credit here because they all use the same one.
Let's get it over with, sweet cheeks.
After 2 of them just make it through without a worry, our last gal hops in and things are looking a little different.
Look, right here. Skeletons, masks, spiders. Cheap motherfuckers bought this shit at Party City like 2 days ago.
Oh, so that's all good then. It's just store-bought spooks. You probably didn't have to explain the skeleton though, I'll be honest. That's... we guessed.
Am I right?
More pushing on, and if you look carefully, you know, if you look really closely, you might just be able to spy a hidden crawl space.
Nope. I'm not going in there.
Our caterpillar is leading the way to find the exit and just pushing on, but Harper, well, she's starting to hear her own little spooks. Oh shit, it's the village monster, people. We are 2 out of 3 on getting out. I only wonder if our last gal's going to get out.
Wait, where's Mom?
No time to ponder that though, as we hop on over to the other team, now just guessing body parts.
Oh my god, get it off me!
Oh, what is it?
Brains.
You're so silly. Our man is next up and he is just leaving us guessing.
Feels small.
I mean, I think. My guys went shoulder deep into a glory hole.
This is stressing me out.
Round. Smooth.
Thankfully, our man has his hand on something bigger than we're all thinking.
We have a grape.
I meant smaller. I meant to say smaller there. I definitely said smaller. I don't know what you heard. Our not Catwoman is next up, and knowing her way around a glory hole, well, she is going up to the goddamn neck.
Am I supposed to be feeling something?
Push your arm further in.
Not quite enough for her though, she picks the long arm. Because, of course, she has a long arm.
Stuff the shit out of it.
She unfortunately loses Harper's ring in the hole, but our man is coming to the rescue.
You feel it? Mm-mm. Alright, let's see if we can find...
Oh, fuck off, dude. Like, that joke has already happened. However, our cat lady, yeah, she is not joking around.
Get the fuck out of here! Someone's got me!
Oh, fuck.
Oh, damn. I mean, she is not feeling good.
Baby. Oh my god! Oh my god!
For real though, see those slow open cut reveals? They get under my skin. I know for a fact if she'd came out here without an arm, I'd have been less grossed out than this. Like, there's something so surgical and nasty. Back on over to Team Caterpillar, and we are just still waiting around, but it looks like their friend isn't next up.
Our friend is still in there.
With a new door lighting the way, we pass the emergency exit, which would be of great use right now, for a very safe sounding door. Okay, safe was a strong word to use. We go up and round, and it isn't all bad, people. We have a fun slide to use. With a chainsaw coming out of it, of course. I mean, it is a haunted house after all.
Nice. Nice.
Do you know what I don't get at this point in the movie? Now, I know that they thought it was a joke, but she is genuinely terrified right now.
I'll go first.
Like, nothing's actually happened yet, you know, no one's been killed, we're not into that realm of the movie yet, but she definitely could have at least asked to leave, right? That aside, we now slide right on into what looks like a graveyard, with the unknown just hanging about.
Okay.
Our caterpillar though, yeah, he is not up for the scares quite as much as the rest of them.
Fuck out of my safe space, bro.
On we go into the room at the end and we finally regroup. Kind of, sort of. Valerie is still missing after all.
Wait, guys, no,
But at least we get our own personal show now.
Valerie!
What's going on?
Valerie, what are you doing?
Just hanging around.
Oh, of course, yeah, Valerie's going to be the show, isn't she? Of course. You think we're going for a branding again? Well, wake up, folks. This is Haunt we're talking about. Advertisers, listen up. That is one surefire way to get your brand into consumers' minds. Was that a reach? It felt like a reach. Like, I felt it as I said it. So after our gal just got her, and let's not mince words here, brain fried, we bring up that exit and that now seems to be the goal.
I saw an exit.
What kind of exit?
What?
We have just an open door leading the way, and surprisingly, it's our caterpillar that is stepping up.
So what if we just went a little bit further? No, dude. No, listen, I don't mean all of us. It was just you and me.
Ha! Gay!
Not wanting to be outdone by fucking Heimlich, our main boy now goes solo.
Okay, fuck, I'll go. I'm gonna go.
Not armed with much though, and a little on edge, he just goes for that Wolverine look. As he now heads into the somehow standard yet probably impractical leaking gas pipes. He turns the corner into some covered up mannequins or some blind ghosts. You be the judge. I'm not gonna lie, I was thinking, fuck this movie, just having 3 of everything. But then... chills. literal chills. Unfortunately, our man just gets steamed up and drops his keys.
Steamed clam.
Why even have him key up then? Is it just to show that he's a little on edge and ready to fight somebody? We know he's ready to fight, movie. Just look at him. His hat's backwards. That's a telltale sign someone's ready for action. He wanders on down and we are getting nothing but horror indie game vibes right now. I'm giving points here. Fucking well done, movie. That dropping sound was so perfect. Like, they really used stereo for that well. And then him just walking away.
Hey! Hey, please, somebody's hurt back here! Hey! Hey!
I'm into it. However, let's dial it back in, holding my praise for a moment. We get equally scarier and sillier at the same time.
You saying you need help?
It feels like when you see the videos of Darth Vader speaking before James Earl Jones voiced him. Do you know what I mean?
Find the passengers of this vessel. I want them alive.
You saying you need help?
Like, it's still Vader, but now I feel like I could take him. Our boy Nathan, though, is like, hold up, my friends know I'm coming back. Like, let me just go check on them before we see the real scares.
What are those?
Let me get something.
No one's judging your shoes, my guy. Like, it's a weird shot. I can only assume the people working here, well, I say work loosely, but they were given instructions to be as far from human as possible. I don't know. It just stood out to me. That's not even a pun. Back on over to Harper, and this is the moment she finds out that her mum's ring is lost. And of course, we get some backstory, people.
I loved that house. I hated it at the same time.
I hear you asking, Gub, surely her mum just gave her the ring in quite a sweet, quite a nice moment that she remembers fondly.
That's where I hurt my mom. I threw my mom across the floor.
No, of course not, you silly viewer. Her dad was a bastard and the ring fell off. That was going to be my second guess as well, to be fair.
I have this recurring dream. I go back, but my mom comes out. She tells me he's gone forever.
Meanwhile, Heimlich has taken the nurse over to try and poke her. Sorry, I read that wrong. Heimlich and the nurse are after the poker stick.
Right there. It's right there.
Although I must say, damn girl, you're really getting your ass into this.
You are killing me with that booty.
Like every sub's dream, she gets stomped on hard.
You're almost there.
But that is just one small sacrifice as we've got the poker. Surprisingly now, our boy comes back with the ghost guy and he gets them out the room.
Read the door, idiot!
In fairness, I have never seen a push bar on a pool door before. That is some horrible design. That might be the scariest design of this movie so far.
I remember there being an exit there.
This guy though, he is just really putting me on edge right now. Unfortunately for them, the crawl space is a bust because there's now a trapdoor there if too many go at once.
It's triggered if there's too many people in there. We use it to capture people and put them on the show.
I mean, I don't know why single file is out the window, but they don't explore that option.
One of our friends is dead because your fucking show.
She's not dead. She's outside waiting on you guys, probably wondering what's going on.
And finally, this is now the moment that they bring up Valerie. Like, they've just seen her be fried. They've not talked about it.
What's your fucking name?
Sir, could you please just tell us who you are?
You can call me Mitch.
See, at first, fair enough he kept the mask on. Like, I'm not ruling out the fact that he's not evil. Like, as soon as I would have entered what is more than a 2-word conversation with him, I'd be like, man, before we continue, can you just at least lose that mask, please? Like, I want to see your face. You look like a love child between Ghostface and Oogie Boogie. Like, I want to see you.
What's your last name, Mitch? Okay, Mitch.
So Ghostface Mitch here is just not giving them much at all, but thankfully our boy comes through.
I think we would feel a lot more fucking comfortable if you took off that fucking mask.
Yeah, lose the mask.
And you told us what your real name was. I don't care which way you go.
Well done, mate, well done. It only took you a short escort mission, like 4 rooms, and, you know, knowing his first name to ask. But you got there, you got there.
I sorta remember my way around the maze.
It is now game plan time, baby. Heimlich is going to go first. He's going to get the lockbox, get the keys, and the gang are going to follow suit.
One thing first. I want your keys.
Make him show you his face. Good God, people, like, you dropped that so fast. I would not have moved the conversation forward until he did.
What key is it?
Yellow, obviously.
How is there suddenly a trapdoor though? Like, they don't explain that. It's now just an inconvenience.
Okay, there it is. Let's go. You're up.
We have Heimlich here now with Mitch, and he gives us a stand-up even the graduate would be proud of. He is up to no good, clearly, and I don't understand why Heimlich is not just there.
Fuck!
Like, you are sus of this man. Stay close. Like, keep your distance, but keep your eyes on him. And almost immediately, yep, there it is. He is a bastard. It is all happening now. Heimlich is on his way out. And the girls, well, they're being invaded by a devil farmer. And well, let's just say he is not fucking around. Like, imagine pitching this idea. I mean, the pitchfork killer must be mad. He didn't get a greeting. He didn't get any haze. Within the big plan, she sure pulled the short straw. Okay, I hear you. Go, stop with the pitchfork puns. I couldn't help myself. I would go for one more, but man, you're right. That is 4, baby. 1 for every prong. Let's go. Keymaster Harper now dips and locks the devil inside. Meanwhile, our kitty is crawling her way to freedom.
No, which way? Nathan.
Is it just me though, or does she suddenly look ill AF? Like, she doesn't look well. She looks like she's about to die, and nothing's happened, by the way. It's just this scene. Heimlich is out at last, but uh-oh, somebody has taken the lockbox.
Where is everybody?
They're right behind me.
Where are our phones?
Someone's bringing them.
This absolute clown here is just going through them, and what is his plan exactly? He just seems to be guessing passcodes with literally no information to go off. While this is going on, Harper, yeah, she manages to break the key. I've got to ask, why was the key still in? I get leaving the key in if it's maybe a two-way lock and it stops them unlocking it. Fair enough, but stop holding it then.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
She is getting cornered and it is not looking good until... What the fuck is that? I'm glad you took the mask off though. I can now see your eyes, Sclera. Okay, very quickly though. Your face looks like the map of Middle-earth. You look like Tarkatan just going through a phase. You should be called Darth Shopping Mall. Am I right?
Who's Sam?
We hop back on over to our clown hacker, and Sam is now on line 1.
Too late, Sam.
Listen, you little fucker.
So now we have John Wayne Gacy here as well. Like, what the hell is going on? Sam looks like he could be both Harper's age and Harper's dad, is all I'm saying. All that hacking though gets our clown pretty peckish as he now whips on some microchips. And that's not all, just to add to the tension, we get a very dramatic map.
Wow.
Back onto Harper, and things are still, obviously, not looking good for her.
Such a pretty mask. Why don't we take it off?
Not gonna lie, man, I have a feeling he might be into that. But nonetheless, it allows our Harper to get away freely. Well, freely kind of, she's still in the haunted house. We jump around a lot in this movie since that fork in the road, and we are back to Heimlich, and he's just still asking the same old questions.
Where's everybody?
What I want to know is, how did they do the old switcheroo here?
Do you still want to see my face?
It's whatever, man. I'm fine.
Why not?
I just want to go home.
He came out obviously holding a hammer. Like, there's no way Heimlich didn't see this. We have not trusted this man since the exit door prank. Like, why is your back to him? That's what. Keep your eyes on him, Heimlich.
Leave them alone, they are poo-poo hands!
However, my guess is it wasn't time then for the tension, so now we get a zoom in on the hammer.
Before you said you wanted to see my face. It's a bit of a work in progress, but oh, I think you'll like it.
Clearly it wasn't in the budget for us to see yet another person get hurt, but we know what's going to happen. Like, yeah, Heimlich, it's not looking good for him.
That's right, kids. Like this. No, put me down.
So I'm not joking when I say we cut to Nathan just to cut back to injured Heimlich. And this until Don looking face ass is just getting off on it. And then weirdly, well, he takes his face off. That's that, literally. I, sir, have never taken a face off before, but I wouldn't have chosen a hammer for that job. But you do you. Harper, unfortunately, now runs on into a dead end, but thankfully, he's got simple instructions. This had me screaming at my monitor. Maybe the same for you. Why is she not tipping the bucket? It's like in Saw 3 when Kerry didn't tip out any of the acid. Like, I'm not saying she would have lived, obviously. But why is that not a thought for people? In either case though, she gets indie horror game item 101. And as for our boy Nathan, you ask, well, he is still in the behind the scenes backrooms of this place. Even just seeing those razors there gave me chills. Like, knowing the cuts from earlier and just see that. So what? I'm a little bitch sometimes. Get over it. We keep moving until we hear some spooks, so now it's time to move silently. He's gonna die, isn't he? As for Harper, she is in what I can only describe as a horror weapon storeroom right now. We have got nail beds, we have razor wire, we have knives on chains, people, and just for good measure, we've got the Blair Witch in the back. Oh, fuck, I hate it. This movie is hitting on all the things I hate in movies. Like, it's the smaller injuries that fuck with me. Nathan now comes face to face, but he manages to send off a sneaky alert.
And I just...
Bloody hell, he is slippery. He's like a professional tag champion.
To the front line, and Soderman's not getting close. He's not going down the space. Over the mountain to safety.
He is finally on his way out though. Meanwhile, Harper, on the other hand... yeah, this place is looking sharper than the front window of a tuxedo shop. She gets that pesky and absolutely horrible nail out of her foot and gets to crawling. Right on into a human rat trap. Fuck me, she is not having a good time in this movie. You know what though? Morbid points to this movie for not having her just getting out of every situation pretty unharmed. She is basically going through the final moments of Vile, and it's not fun. I did think they would go a bit easy on Harper here, but no. Who knows what the future holds for Harper here? No, I mean seriously, who knows what the future holds for Harper? I mean, no one's reading her palms anytime soon. Thankfully though, after all this turmoil, she finds an escape room. She barricades on up, and it is secret message time. I get that she did that probably just for us as an audience to read it, but I mean, come on Harper. It's not that hard to read. We are just hopping from clue to clue here, and I am into it. This room is a better escape room than anything deranged I've ever put out.
Something is...
We head under the bed now and get to winding. I swear I wrote that before this box appeared, like it's literally deranged. We of course get a key, but uh-oh, someone's coming in.
Harper, why are you hiding?
Ah, you see, it's like her as a kid now under the bed. Did you see that coming? Did you see the literal only backstory given in this movie coming up again? I didn't.
Come out.
Our devil boy is back and it is not looking good for her.
Let's take off your mask.
No.
I genuinely love the fact that he flew back there. You know, he wasn't just stood there like, ah, my eye, without moving at all. She is heading into the finale, and because the devil's not relevant for this moment, of course he's silent. The absolutely not creepy song is chiming away, and for once, everything's looking sweet.
Huh? What was that noise?
What the fuck is that? Harper is back to crawling. I swear, this girl is going prone more than I did during my COD 4 camping days. Those days are behind me, don't worry, but yeah, I was prone a lot. Although I am going to call out a little bit of BS here. She did not get her head blown clean off because she was off to the side. Sure, but if we're believing that, she got shot on the wrong side. Darth Shopping Mall is back yet again and gives Harper the old donkey punch. Unfortunately for him though, he forgets his own traps. Trapped at the dead end now, we see that hope is on its way. Still, it's been on its way for a while. Very quickly, I did the math here because, of course I did. If we're going with the fact that this movie's runtime is real time, because for the most part, we've followed mainly Harper here. In 10 minutes, this guy has done 8.2 miles. This motherfucker isn't even cracking 50 miles an hour to help Harper. Like, he's fucking useless. We jump on over to the remaining killers here. Our clown just buggers up the van. Dracula is filling up Heisenberg's cache. It's not explained. And Skullface, he is on the move. But too bad our Harper, she is not forking around. Oh shit, maybe she should have checked first. Or even, you know, just slightly look down and see the zip ties before finishing her off. Either option's valid.
No.
Harper's ex has now arrived and I can only assume he's broken the bloody sound barrier to get here. He unfortunately just gets screwed over hard by a trap.
Look, I'm looking for somebody.
Now, if that was me, I would well and truly be bricking it right now. Okay, I don't have any more puns here, so, pipe. I hope that worked. Harper, now hearing some chainsaws off in the distance, realises this tunnel isn't that secure. Thankfully, though, our boy Nathan is here to sledge.
Harper!
Nathan!
Are you sure about that?
Oh fuck, Nathan. Harper now loads on up the shotgun, modifies it into a sawn-off, and she goes for that kill, baby. Harper is actually a badass. Like, she's been through a lot and still standing her ground. I like her.
You still want to know my name?
We are now dipping hard at last, but uh-oh.
I didn't kill anyone, okay? I was just helping out.
He is just weaseling his way out of this because to him, he was just a back office sort of guy and not one of the killers, which that argument can only get you so far.
And then they said, if I killed someone, that I would ruin my face.
I still don't know what all this face stuff means. They keep mentioning it, No one's explained it. We are on the move now, but our man finds a loot box.
Hey, what are you doing? It's fine, it's fine. Okay, too much noise.
Hold up a second. You're telling me that the guy that you think is a bad guy has been allowed to freely loot a box in a place full of weapons and traps. And then to make matters worse, he then even says he's getting a gun.
It's fine, I know where they hide a gun.
I'm here. I need it, let's go.
And they're just hanging back like, no man, I get it. Like, you make sure you're strapped before we walk you out of this place.
Used to be right here.
These guys are finally getting out of here, and that's everybody dealt with now, surely, right? Fuck yes, the witch. I genuinely forgot about her. Why did the witch continue on? Like, what did she think was going to happen there? John Wayne Gacy is still left, of course, and he just lights this place up. And as for Nathan, well, yeah, he definitely didn't nail his lines here, and they must have been dropped. Like, am I going crazy here, or is he saying something in this moment, and then instead, they just ass-blast music over the top of it? I can't tell if just doing all these movies is messing with me. Deciding to take the scenic route, these guys dip when the gunman arrives, still with 2 arms.
Let's go.
Mate, we've seen the machete come out the other side. You should not have an arm. Like, that's... How? Harper now just scampers on up over the fence, and Nathan? Well, he walks towards the known gunman, who is on the hunt for a melee fight. I wish I was making that up. Now don't get me wrong, I'm glad he won, but he didn't deserve to. It's like they got to this point in the movie and thought, fuck, we need a scene of Harper carrying somebody, but no one's shot yet. Just make Nathan fight a guy with a gun. We steal Sam's car now, and our lucky duo finally make their escape. And look, she even has the ring. She heads on home now and sees old Mother Dear as they embrace. Oh, fuck you, movie. Fuck you. That was uncalled for. The nurse now heads on in with some good news, some discharge forms, and that is the moment Harper remembers. Fuck.
Your friend's doing just fine. He's in the next room. Just have a couple release forms I need you to sign.
I signed some already tonight. I'm going to need a lawyer. While this is going down, we now see the clown is driving with her consent forms. We now jump over to what looks like the intro to Dark Knight as he breaks in, but uh-oh. Somebody was ready. One final pan up and it looks like something's missing.
Let's take off your mask.
And with that, we roll into credits. I was with you until those final moments, and now I've got some questions. These aren't in any particular order, but let's just kick them off with Sam. What was the point in you? He did nothing all movie. He didn't talk to them in the haunted house. He didn't even help them in any way. And then even him being messaged by Nathan didn't lead to Nathan being caught, so there wasn't even that. It feels like he was only in here to put a face to the person that hurt Harper. Now I know I asked why she signed the address on the actual forms. Why would you sign your address on them? For what reason would you give a haunted house your home address? But a better question to ask is, why did she sign her parents' address? She says she hasn't been home in 4 years. Why would she put their address down then? Why not her own? Do you know what I mean? And also, how did she get there so fast? He was en route. I can only assume it was his first port of call was to go there. But she was in hospital, got home, set up the traps, Got herself into some black tactical gear as well by the looks of it. How did you manage that, Harper? We also don't know the situation with her parents. Like, we know her dad was a bastard, but beyond that, it's a mystery. She talks in the movie about her dream of coming home and her mum is there and her dad is gone. Her mum's ring is also very important to her, but they don't go beyond that. Like, is one of them dead or both dead? Did the dad kill the mum? That is up for debate, but at least one of them has to be alive for this house to still be their house, right? And if that's also the case, why weren't they there? Did she know it would be empty? As for the killers though, what was with all the face stuff? I've probably cut out a few lines here obviously, but it was very focused on the movie anytime the killers would speak. My only guess is so that us as an audience might believe that they're demons and not just humans. But as soon as I seen Darth Shopping Mall, I was like, oh, it's just body modded humans. This isn't even that old a movie where body mod wasn't that well known. This is fairly recent, and I'm also willing to wager that anyone that had a Guinness Book of World Records at Christmas time, they're very familiar with body mod. We all flick to that page. Now I do feel like this movie was going for the message of overcoming trauma, and I respect that. You know, we had the single only flashback of the movie, and then she was in her room under the bed. It all kind of matches up. It parallels what happened to her. We also imply that Sam has hit Harper, so that kind of parallels the relationship her mum and dad had. Again, it's not great, but if they're going for a message, I respect it. But even their final moment, she seemed to leave him, maybe like leaving him in the past and moving on from it. But that is only if you assume that she recognises him from his wrist, because she didn't see more than that. As for the pros though, whilst the characters made some weird decisions, Heimlich, I'm looking at you mate, it had some great kills in it, ones I was here for, quite unique kills. Instead of going for a standard escape room, they had the haunted house they had to travel through. I like that angle. It's not just getting out of a place, it's getting through a place. It's a subtle difference, it's one I like. And well, with all that covered, that was Haunt. What did you make of it? Would you like to see more haunted house horrors? I mean, not specifically on the channel, but just generally. Are there any other movies you'd like to see here covered on the channel? Please do let me know. If you haven't yet and you made it this far, just go ahead and hit subscribe. What are you waiting for? You'll be ready for the next video. You can find me on socials. I've also got my Discord. Links to all that is down below. Now with all that behind us, as always, thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you on the next one.